Hey, what's up? It's Jason McLaren with This Show is the Disaster Podcast, continuing our series on Independence Day, getting ready for the weekend. And we're going to talk about barbecue grilling today. Everybody wants to barbecue grill on 4th of July. But I want to talk about safety for the barbecue and what you got to do. First, you want to make sure to tune up your grill and that you have made sure that all your equipment is working as properly manufactured. Make sure that all your grilling utensils and your grill itself is in top shape. You want to make sure all your propane lines are not corroded and not broken. Make sure your tank, and a lot of people don't know that the tanks can expire. They expire every 12 years. You want to make sure that your tank is within the 12-year guidelines. So obviously if you bought a new tank for this weekend, it's probably a good tank. And everybody wants their favorite spot to grill to be their backyard. You hardly ever see anyone barbecuing anywhere else. And we want to make sure that our backyard's set up properly and that we've put our grill in a good spot. So you want to make sure that it is away from trees or brush. I've been places where I've seen people grilling and they're right underneath a tree and the flames are just licking the limbs and just waiting to set that big tree on fire. Then you're going to have a big issue there. You want to make sure your grill is away from high traffic areas. You see a lot of people set their grill up right outside their back door, or right off that door to the kitchen so they can run in and out. The problem is on 4th of July you usually have a lot of people over and they're going to be coming in and out, and you don't want anyone bumping into the grill or bumping into the cook and making you burn yourself or anything like that. Also, you got kids and pets. That's going to be the area they're going to be hanging out a lot, coming in and out of the house. You want to make sure that they're not going to run into the grill or knock it over or anything like that, especially those little 3 tripod leg grills. They're not very stable on that one weak side. So make sure it's 5 to 10 feet away from the house or any other structures. A lot of people will move away from the house. Well, now you're up against a fence or you're up against a storage shed. You want to make sure you're 5 to 10 feet clear around all directions that are combustible. Obviously, if you have a metal structure, it's probably not, doesn't need to be, it can be closer to that 5 foot away. Another big thing is you want to make sure it's not under a roof. So if you have a patio that's covered with a solid roof, you want to make sure that that grill's not in the middle of that. That heat will rise and you will burn your roof, or you'll scorch it, or even could catch it on fire. My grill personally is on the edge of the patio so that heat can vent out and still not be under the rain. I know a lot of people don't want their grill getting rained on because it will wear it out faster. So also make sure you have a water supply nearby. Make sure that if it's a water hose, you know exactly where to turn it on if you're not going to leave it on. If it, the best thing is just have a bucket of water, because then if something happens you can dump that bucket of water there. And obviously the very best thing is a fire extinguisher. I have 2 fire extinguishers nearby that I can get to at my grill just in case something happens. Now if you don't have a backyard, if you live in an apartment or complex or something like that, or a condo, you probably have a grill on your balcony or your patio if you're on the 1st floor. The problem is a lot of codes don't allow that. You want to make sure that your city ordinance or your apartment complex allows you to have that grill on the patio and that you're doing it safely. Next, moving on to actual equipment. So you want to make sure that you have all the equipment there with you at your grill when you start grilling. You don't want to have to go in and out and leave the grill unattended very often. This includes everything such as oven mitts, tongs, spatulas, and you want to make sure you're not wearing loose clothing. You don't want to have that Hawaiian shirt on and have that getting burned on that grill, or that sparkly 4th of July beads or something like that. That's why a lot of people grilling will wear a apron to keep everything nice and tight. These tongs and spatulas, you want to make sure they're made for grilling. You don't want to try to use those plastic spatulas or plastic tongs you use in your kitchen, because there's a lot higher heat on these grills, and so you want to make sure that the equipment you're using is rated for grilling or more appropriate for grilling. So with all that, have a good 4th of July. Make sure those steaks come out great, and have a good day.